Welcome back to SoulSaga, a space where clarity meets consciousness. In the last episode, we spoke about resistance, that invisible force that shows up exactly when something meaningful is about to happen. If you notice resistance after writing your goals, after making a promise to yourself, this episode is for you. Because today, we are not fighting resistance, we are understanding what comes after it. So, resistance is not the problem. In the resistance episode, we learned one thing very clearly. Resistance is not your enemy, it's a signal. A signal that you're stepping out of familiarity. You are stepping out of your comfort zone. A signal that growth is near. But what happens next? Most people respond to resistance with willpower. They push harder, they force discipline, they shame themselves into action. And this is where the cycle breaks. Resistance appears when the nervous system feels unsafe. So when you apply pressure, what happens? Resistance grows stronger. That's why willpower fails. Resistance is not asking you to stop. It's just asking you to slow down and listen. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of losing? What feels uncertain here? What part of me is trying to protect me? When you listen, resistance softens. But when you push, it fights back. So how should we create safety after resistance appears? Resistance always arrives before expansion. But expansion can only happen in safety. If you remember, resistance showed up right after clarity, after writing goals, after deciding to change, and that's not a coincidence. Change threatens the familiar identity. So the system responds with hesitation, doubt, and procrastination. This is where inner safety becomes essential. And you start saying to yourself, why am I like this? But you need to change this self-talk. And you need to say, something inside me needs reassurance. Safety looks like allowing imperfect action, reducing urgency, replacing self-criticism with curiosity. When safety is created, resistance stops blocking you and starts guiding you. You no longer argue with yourself, but you cooperate. Resistance then becomes a doorway and not a wall. So when resistance turns into rhythm, safety becomes consistent, and resistance, it slowly dissolves. Not dramatically, not overnight, but one day you realize you didn't avoid the task. You did not overthink, but you just did it. This is when growth finds rhythm. You stop relying on motivation. You stop forcing discipline. Instead, you start trusting yourself. Consistency here feels like calm, almost boring, but deeply powerful. This is the stage where habits form naturally, because the inner fight has ended. Resistance did its job, it prepared you, and now effort turns into ease. If resistance has been visiting you lately, don't push it away. Sit with it. Remember the monkey mind? Listen to it. Create safety around it. Because resistance is not the end of growth. It's the beginning of alignment. Thank you for being here. Stay gentle, stay aware. This is SoulSaga, moving beyond resistance into ease.